box. Sorry. Report. Yep, we're good. All right.
Yeah, it's P-A-L-O, accent E.
Yes.
Yeah, with the dash.
It's paloé, right?
Paloé,
Yes,
yep.
yes. Like Beyonce.
Yeah, like Beyonce, yep. Paloé.
Where are we today?
We are in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Sansom Street, Raven Lounge. And like my third pro show already, you know? Like it's May 26th, 2025.
That's right.
Uh-huh. And we're here with Paloé right here.
Yeah.
The next big trans artist, and we're gonna do this, yeah.
Why do you want to be the next big trans artist?
Because I feel like more trans artists need representation, and plus this has always been my dream, and I'm dedicated to this shit. And honestly, I feel like my lyrics and words have very, very heartfelt meanings that I can interpret to people that can understand more, and I feel like it provides relation to people that inspire people. So yeah.
Yeah. When's the first time you heard something that resonated with you?
The first time I heard something, like, honestly, it was probably, like, are you talking about a song or something?
Yeah.
I would say,
Like you want to answer it.
probably, like, Conan Gray's The Story,
Okay.
when, in his chorus, it's from his album, Big Crow. That song has resonated with me a lot. In his chorus, he quotes, and like, that's just the way the world works. And I feel like when he says that, I feel like it just kind of like, it is what it is type statement. And I'm like, damn, that just like really hits hard. And like, honestly, it's like, nah, and I believe that's just the way the world works. It's like, it can be touching to someone because it tells a story and a storyline. And honestly, I want to be a storyteller similar to that too in my own way. So that's something that really touched me.
That stood out right away because it's like your first song. I saw you on your second show. This is your third professional show.
Yeah.
Your first song in like rehearsal, even you brought it, and it was like a full beginning, middle, and end story with reflection, introspect, like
exactly. Always beginning and middle and end. It's just like when you get taught in, like, you know, kindergarten. It's like it's always beginning, middle, and end. When you tell the story in English class and stuff, I feel like it just applies to music sometimes as well. Or if you break the rules, you can make it your own way. There's no rules to this shit.
Yeah, but it's like, it's also, I feel like, I mean, maybe I'm out of touch, but it also feels like rare. Like, but I know you're not supposed to ask a woman her age, but you know, I assume you're younger than me, and I feel like that, like, storytelling and like demanding the audience have patience to listen.
Yeah, being 19, it doesn't like, I mean, it's a hard age, I mean, for most people, but I feel like this age has done more for me than probably any other age has, but I think it's a stepping stone to what is going to come for me in the future, and I'm so grateful for what this age has done for me.
Yeah, well, how so? Like,
I mean, all right, my birthday's in June, so I turned 19 last year, and I'm turning 20. I'm turning 20 next month in June, and I think once I turned 19, I was like, let me like put my foot down and stop procrastinating on these dreams, and most people are just doing this social media shit with their music nowadays, and I'm like, oh, let me start posting it, and let me start doing this so people can see it, so I can get myself out there. And it was one way of getting myself out there, and because I saw other people doing it, and I didn't really much see trans artists doing it I didn't see much trans artists. I saw like trans influencers, but I didn't come across much like trans music artists, like especially that are of color like me, that before people like started reaching out to me when I was like 6 months and stuff, and it's so beautiful to even like discover that there's other people like me that are also doing this shit. It's like underground, you know, we're coming out together and stuff. But yeah, July, that's when I started posting consistently, and then, you know, I released my first song on October of 2024, and for since then, just been like being consistent on promotion is what got me to where I am, really. Because if I just did one little post, I'm like, hey, out now, blah blah, that wouldn't do anything, you know. Just like being consistent every day, and really just like, yeah, that's what got me here today, and I'm grateful for the hard work that I put in, because yeah, it wouldn't have got done without it, and I'm so grateful.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I asked Random, like, how did you hear about Paloé? And he said just online.
Yeah.
And like, yeah.
Social media is like the wave nowadays. Is like, you know, is how I know people used to hand out like CDs when they were like,
Yeah.
back when there was no like internet, and they were like going to the street, like intersections, like, hey, buy my mixtape, you want to buy my mixtape? They had like the little VCRs and the CDs and stuff.
Yeah.
And then, but now it's just like streaming good, and then like when people are just scrolling, just doom scrolling. Like when people come across me, they'd be like, oh my God, it's Paloé. This trans girl, her music's cool, and she seems like elegant or whatever. I don't know. And I just put in my bio. I was like, oh, this song's out now. If you want to stream it, or if you just like me, if they like me, they engage with me, and if they like the song, they stream it, and it's just like that's how it goes. Like even if you impact one person, or make if you get like one more view or one more stream from something, you're doing something right. You know, you're doing something right, and no matter how slow the progress is, it's still progress. So don't let like numbers get to you sometimes in the beginning, because it did get to me a lot. But when I just stay consistent, that consistency is key. Literally, I know it's cliche, but like cliche shit is true. Cliche shit is sometimes true. So
Cliche for a reason. Yeah, I don't want to keep it too long, but and I also want to stipulate you have full freedom, and we don't have to go there if you don't want to. But I was talking to Ren, and he mentioned that maybe it was after the first show, he took off his jacket, and there were scars that you covered up when he was more.
Yeah.
And that is something that Ren said is like every trans person has something that resonates with them. And so
yeah, because unfortunately, like what trans people that deal with like mental health.
I lost your mic again.
You did? You're okay. So what? You know what? Fuck it. I'm just. So what trans people like go through, like sometimes, because it's good to speak out about this shit, because I don't want it to be a stigma, and sometimes it may be uncomfortable. Sometimes it may get uncomfortable, but to fight through that uncomfortableness for someone else, so they can be heard, because when they see me speaking about this shit, and I wasn't gonna let like my self-harm scars like, you know, define me. I'm not gonna hide that shit or whatever, because I'm like, it's part of my body, you know, it's part of my body now, and it just signifies what I fought through, and I'm still here alive today and I fought through what I did to get where I am. And a lot of trans people deal with this shit because of whatever it is, discrimination. And I mean, there's an increased risk, of course, of self-harm and suicide when it comes to trans people, rather than the cis counterparts. And I mean, this shit's real, you know? And I mean, obviously you see it here, but I feel like I want to be an example that you can like fight through this shit, and hopefully people feel seen when they see me, like, and know that there's still hope when they're looking at me, because I'm not perfect. I'm still fighting through my shit. I'm still like working on like my dysphoria, and like sometimes with my waist and stuff. And like this is still the beginning. I'm only 19. I'm like, people underestimate how young that shit is. And I mean, my teenage years have taught me a lot, and I'm glad to move on to the next chapter. But yeah, I want people to know that like you can. It's cliche, but like, shit, you're not alone. It's like, I'm sorry. I know you didn't want me to say that, but I'm gonna say it. You're not alone. Like the fuck. Like, I know it's like corny. I had people tell that shit to me, and it sounded corny to me when I was going through it. And I know. But it's like, there's always someone going. But I know that doesn't help, like in a moment, because like coping mechanisms. You know. I'm gonna say this. Coping mechanisms are important. Dealing with, like, once the wave rises, like, and like it's like a metaphor. It's like once that wave rises, like, you got to work on like just maintaining that wave so it can just like be down and just like, you know, like instead of being up again. Once that wave is up, it's like an impulse. You have impulses like that like your life can be in danger, which can lead to a crisis. And I don't want that, and I want people to learn coping mechanisms like I did with therapy to fight through that. And I know therapy is not for everybody, but I think everybody deserves it. And but yeah, I know I went a little bit off of it, but honestly, more of the story, trans people deserve so much. And I want people to feel seen, and I'm living proof that you can do this.
Yeah.
So
Last question, are you proud of paloé?
I'm so fucking proud of paloé. Oh, I'm proud of her for transitioning and putting the effort to. I'm proud of her for moving out of the toxic household that she was in. I'm proud of her starting her music career, like, officially, and like literally. I'm proud of her for staying consistent and just like engaging with, inspiring so much other people right now. Like from the comments and DMs I get from like across, I'm so proud of her that she's growing. And she's like, if I were to say to my 15-year-old self or some shit that was really going through it and was really like going through dysphoria, like, I would say just like stay alive, stay fucking alive, because I definitely needed that shit. And as a person that thrives off physical touch from people that I'm comfortable with, I would have needed a hug or someone just to lean on, just like, because that people underestimate how much that shit can save someone. Just like a simple like hug or just someone to lean on, just like maybe like 5 seconds, 30 seconds is like, it can save somebody, literally. And I'm just so glad that I fought through it, and I'm here. And this is only the beginning. Like, paloé, this legacy is gonna be so fucking great, inspiring so much fucking people, trans people, black people, like autistic people. Like, I'm living proof. This shit is gonna be crazy. This shit's gonna be like worldwide, and how like her music career is gonna soar. And this is only the beginning. We're in Philly. I'm born and raised in South Jersey, and shit, my hard work got me to where I am today. Do not give up on your passion. I love you.
Beautiful, thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Sounds like that might, I want you to get up and do sound check for the guy here.
All right, yeah.
Because
Let's do this.
That's prep, but thank you so much.
Of course.
Beautiful answer. Yes.
All right, let's do this.
I'll see you up there.